Hi friends of cocktails! Today we make something that predates the cocktail by over 100 years. With a spirit I'll be using for the first time on the channel. We're making a punch with Batavia Arak. I'll show you how to make a single serving and give you the recipe for a punch bowl too. Punch is a great drink to share with friends, so we'll have a guest on this episode. Well, sort of. Speaking of company, make sure to join the growing Cocktail Time family by subscribing to the channel, grabbing yourself some merch, or joining our Patreon page. You'll find all that under the video. But now, it's cocktail time. Punch was the king of mixed drinks, long before people even mentioned cocktails. Its origins date back to the 17th century, with the sailors of the British East India Trade, who brought it to Europe. Punch has a long, rich and fascinating history, which we don't have time for. So if you're interested, I'd highly recommend the 2010 Punch, The Delights and Dangers of the Flowing Bowl by David Wondrich. The name punch is said to be linked to the Hindi word for 5, reference to the traditional number of ingredients. These are spirit, sour, sugar, water, and spice. The spirit I'll use is by the Dutch Batavia Arak. Like the bottle says, this is aged Indonesian rum. So why is it called Arak? Well, Arak is an Arabic word for liquor, but liquor can be a lot of things, right? Well, Arak is a lot of things too. Again, we don't have time to cover all of them. So that's where our guest comes in. Take it away, Georgi.
Hello friends of cocktails. My name is Georgi and this is Just Shake or Stir. In the latest episode of Monday Dram, I cover pretty much everything about the Batavia Arak, and I had a wonderful chat with the owner of By the Dutch, talking about everything from production, aging, export, and so many fun and good facts about the Batavia Arak. I can't wait to see what Kevin has done with the aged Batavia Arak. I'm really excited to see. After that, I'll see you at Just Shake or Stir, checking on Monday's Dram Batavia Arak interview. Until then, cheers!
Thank you, Georgi. You can never know too much, so I can't wait to watch that myself. Now, let's get back to the ingredients. The sour component will be orange super juice, which is acid adjusted, so it's perfect for this. For sugar, I'm using banana oleosaccharum for some extra funk, and instead of water, I made Darjeeling Rishahat black tea, steeped in coconut water. For the spice component, we'll add a drop of saline solution and spray some tonka mist over the top. I made the sour component in the super juice episode. Check that out if you haven't already. In the meantime, let's make the other ingredients. I'll start with oleosaccharum, which is a classic ingredient in punch making, but instead of the typical citrus peels, I'll use banana peels. Weigh the peels of 2 bananas, add to the smallest mason jar that will fit them, and add equal weight of sugar. The sugar will suck out wonderful tropical flavors from the peels, so we'll end up with a syrup that will pair nicely with the aged arak. Close the lid, shake well to cover the peels with sugar, and leave it to sit in a warm place for a day or 2. You can shake the jar every now and then, so the peels get covered in sugar and syrup. Once it's nice and dissolved, strain the oleosaccharum through a filter of choice. Bottle and move on to the next ingredient. Tea is often used instead of water when making a punch, to give it some extra flavor. This will be twofold in our case, since we'll make the tea with coconut water and Darjeeling Rishahat Indian black tea. Coconut will fit right in with the tropical notes, and this black tea has a lot of floral notes, but not as many tannins as some other black teas. I boiled 200 ml or 6 3/4 ounce of coconut water and poured it over 2 grams or 1 heaping teaspoon of Darjeeling tea. Steep for 5 minutes, then just strain and let it cool. In the meantime, move on to the last part, the spice. If you've seen previous videos, you've seen me use saline solution in many cocktails. Salt enhances flavors, just like in cooking, but a drop or 2 is usually enough. This is 20 grams of salt dissolved in 80 grams of water. Simple. Making an interesting perfume to spray over the top instead of using citrus peels can be just as simple. For the tonka mist perfume, I measured out 30 ml or 1 ounce of vodka and mixed in 4 drops of organic food grade tonka bean essential oil. Mix to combine, then bottle in a small spray bottle. Now let's make the cocktail time punch. I'll first make a single serve punch in a shaker, but I'll also give you the recipe for a punch bowl version, so stick around for that. I'll start by chilling the shaker and add the ingredients. I also have the glass in the freezer to chill, but I took out the large clear ice, so it tempers a bit. Add the 5 ingredients. Spirit, 60 ml or 2 ounces of Batavia Arak. If you don't have Arak, you can of course add rum. Something aged should work great. Next, sour, 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce of acid-adjusted orange super juice. If you haven't made it yet, try lemon with a dash of orange bitters. Sugar, 22.5 ml or 3/4 of an ounce of banana oil saccharum. This will give it a nice tropical undertone, working nicely together with the next ingredients. Instead of water, 45 ml or 1.5 ounce of black tea made with coconut water. I'll only add 1 drop of 20% saline solution. If you don't feel like making saline solution, you can add a tiny pinch of salt. That's the first part of the spice component. The other one comes on top. Before we start to shake, let's make sure our ice cube fits in the glass. You could use a teacup as well, of course. I'll trim it down as necessary with this 3-pronged ice pick. Once it fits nicely, drain the ice in the shaker, add the ingredients, and give it a quick shake to chill. Fun fact, the first cocktail book from 1862, The Bon Vivant's Companion by Jerry Thomas, starts with 79 recipes for punch. So yeah, it was a big deal back then. Double strain to keep out any small pieces of ice and garnish with a slice of orange. Final step is a bit more spice, a spray of tonka mist on top. With all that done, I think it's time to start listening to the viewers and just get to it. Cheers! You get a pleasant and rich aroma from the tonka spray, and the flavors are equally full, rich and funky. Tropical notes of banana and coconut go so well with Batavia Arak. The aged rum is still the main player, but it lets others have a role as well. Sharing this with some friends sounds like a wonderful idea to me. Here's the recipe you can use for that. You can scale up or down as you wish, depending on the size of your company and the bowl, but I suggest keeping the ratios the same. Add a big chunk of ice in the bowl as well, so it stays cold for longer. And extra garnishing for visuals, and so that anyone can help themselves. I think oranges and dried rosebuds look great in this. Ladle into cups and garnish. Then share a great drink and even better time with your friends. Cheers. 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 Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.
Hey, what about Georgi?
Is this from Kevin? Oh. Oh, this is wonderful. Oh, yes.